deficit. Apart from the fresh amendments, the center must consider a legal guarantee for MSP. So, apart from the fresh changes which the center made to the agriculture sector, apart from those changes, it should also promise the farmers a legal guarantee for MSP. The Samyukta Kisan Morcha, a federation of around 500 farmer organizations, has resolved to intensify its agitation against the three farm laws hurriedly enacted by the center. So, Samyukta Kisan Morcha, it is an federation. It is a federation or an organization which consists of again 500 farmer organizations, and that has and it has resolved or determined to intensify its agitation, to intensify the troubles against the three formulas. As I said in the first line, the center has made some amendments to the agriculture sector, and the farmers they were not those laws were not favorable to most of the farmers. So now they're saying that if you don't guarantee MSP, then we will be very determined to intensify the problems or debates between the center and the farmers. After dismissing the protests as ill-informed and motivated initially, the center has offered to make some changes to the laws, but the farmers have now called for a Bharat Bandh on December 8. So, as farmers are making all these protests, the center has to respond in some way. So it said that the protests or the disputes or the threats which the farmers are doing, which the farmer organizations are doing, all of them are motivated. Means they're doing this. The farmers are doing this purposefully to rake to rake up to rake up fights between the center and the farmers. So that's what the center says. So, and after some time, even the center has accepted to make some laws, to make some changes in the laws which it has proposed recently, so that the farmers would be okay with that. But now when the center has made some changes in the laws, now the farmers are asking for a Bharat Bandh on December 8. Thousands of farmers camping on the outskirts of the national capital are skeptical of the government. Claim that these laws would make agriculture more lucrative and secure by allowing market forces to play. So, the center has finally announced to make some changes, to the laws which they are proposing. And now many farmers are protesting outside of the capital of India, in New Delhi. And they're skeptical, means they're doubtful that if the government is really going to make some changes that are which are really favorable to us. So they're in a bit of confusion right now, the farmers. The fear that new regime will dismantle the system of procurement under the minimum support price and leave farmers at the mercy of corporations is real. So farmers have a fear, and it is very acceptable to have that, and it is also very reasonable for us to think that why farmers would have that fear. And that fear is that if these three laws which are proposed by the government, if these three are implemented, then farmers will face some problems. So the government has and the government has said that, okay, we will help you in every way. We will try to help you in every way which we can. And the farmers are not really convinced by that. So now the center must guarantee it must consider a legal guarantee for MSP or minimum support price. Responding to the concerns, the center has suggested safeguards to prevent land alienation via contract farming, and strengthening the state-run mandi system, and ensuring its equal footing with private buyers through equalizing taxes, allowing grievance redress in civil courts rather than just in the offices of subdivisional magistrates, and ensuring power verification of the private traders. So the center has responded to the doubts of the farmers, and now it's saying that, okay, don't worry, we won't be considering a legal guarantee for MSP, at least not now. But what we will do is that we will help all the farmers through contact farming and etc. It has not, however, offered a legal guarantee of MSP, and the question of power subsidies also remains contentious. As I said, the center had made many promises that it will help it will help farmers in every way in which it can. But still, it has not guaranteed a legal it has not considered a legal guarantee for MSP for the farmers, even though it has promised to help in many other ways. The Narendra Modi government has a declared policy of ensuring farm prices that are at least 50% more than the input cost. So, the Narendra Modi government, or the present government, or the BJP government, or the center has a policy for the farmers that um, they'll be given 50% more money than the input cost. This has remained more an intent than reality. So, there has mostly been an intention, which means that um, this law is actually not implemented, or this law or policy is actually not implemented or in action. The center it is just it is just thinking to propose it. And the discussion has also been muddled by the government's refusal to include rental value of the land input costs. And this discussion of the present government or the BJP government of increase of giving at least 50% more cost than the input cost to the farmers, that topic has always been a muddled debate, means a confusing debate. Agriculture has no remained environmentally sustainable, remunerative for farmers. Significant challenges have emerged with regard to these benchmarks. Though India has ensured substantial food stock and a robust distribution mechanism that covers the entire country. So, even though India has a good distribution of the food system, and even though it makes enough food for all the people in India and contains and covers all the population in India, it really has some severe problems in it, with which the center and the farmers, both of them, should deal with. There is a strong case for the reworking of the incentive structures, the cropping pattern, in order to account for the changes in water availability and changing dietary requirements. So, if we really want to change our diets and become healthy, and if we really want to conserve more water, then we should immediately change the methods in which the agriculture is working right now. The problems faced by the farmers are by no means the same across India, but a sense of hostility from the state and the market is now pervasive. So there is a sense of enmity from the state and also from this and also from the and also from the market. So it means that farmers are um, they are under high pressure and high stress, because of the state, center, and also the market prices. Changes in land acquisition laws and the general thrust towards industrialization, together with the pressure on agriculture subsidies, have increased the feeling of vulnerability of farmers in recent years. The abrupt changes in the sector brought in through the three laws have aggravated the trust deficit of the government. So the sudden changes, or the abrupt means the abrupt changes means the sudden changes, which have um, which have been made in the three new laws, in the three new laws proposed by the government. Those amendments have only increased the fear of the farmers, and because of that, the trust deficit of the government on the farmers has even increased more. It means that the farmer group is eventually or drastically is losing all the faith in the government. The combative attitude of the government and the Bharatiya Janata Party towards criticism worsened it further. So, what the government is doing that when the farmers are complaining about the laws which the center made, the center is getting angry, and even it is fighting back again. So, because of that, the situation of debates between the center and farmer got even worse. food security is considered a component of national security by all the countries. So in every country, obviously, food sector will always be an essential an essential sector because because everyone needs food to sustain. The Union Agriculture Minister has said that the government has no ego. The center must strive for reaching an agreement with the farmers that addresses their concerns. So the Union Agriculture Minister of India, he has come forward and said that, oh, we have no ego and please understand that we we are trying in as many ways as we can to help all the farmers, and we'll also work hard. Here they use the word strive, which means to work hard or to struggle. We'll work hard or we'll struggle to meet the required concerns of the farmers. Thank you.